Very much. Here comes the head coach, ready for some questions after this victory at home.
Questions. Too exhausted to say anything right now.
I'll keep it short then. Kendrick Nunn.
Yeah. I mean, every time he shot it tonight, after about the third time, it looked like it was going down. It's funny. Rob Fodor and a couple of the coaches said that it was about to happen. He's been putting in some of these kind of shooting performances behind the scenes and in practice. Maybe not to this extent, but he just stays with it, and he doesn't get caught up in all the highs and lows that can happen during a season. And then with Tyler out, we needed some more offensive punch, and he was able to get into a great rhythm. Particularly in that first half, we needed those relief points. They were jamming us up in quite a few possessions, and he just came through. Once he hit a few threes, then we started running a few more actions with him involved, and he was just very assertive.
The first 6 minutes of the fourth, Erik, is it just another reminder that the offense doesn't always have to be perfect when you can play defense, when you can elevate the defense to that level that it was?
We needed that message the two previous games on the road trip. When you're up 8 and up 9, not that I'm still thinking about it. But that's what this franchise is built on. Defending, if you get a lead, that you should be able to hold the lead by making it tough on the other team, and then executing with precision. You can't control where the ball's going in, but doing things with detail, which you saw in that fourth quarter, kept our turnovers down, and there's coherent actions with the balls going to the right people at the right times, and you live with the result, whether the ball goes in or not. We were getting quality looks, and then on the other end, until that last 3 or 4 minutes where we started to foul, thought we did a pretty good job of keeping the ball in front of us and making them have to make tough shots over the top, which they can do, and they did as well. But it started out, looked like they were going to have a big game in the paint, and we were able to control that a little bit in the second half.
That was going to be my question. Overall, were you happy with how the defense responded after the last few days? And interior, the numbers were better. How did you feel, that went?
Why are you hesitating? I'm a head coach. I won't be satisfied. We have to do it consistently. This is why you like 82-game seasons. You go through all of this. Every team's going through something at some point. You're not just going to ride a great wave all the way to the final series and game. You have to, go through the struggle, work on things, try to figure it out, get better, commit to that process every day. Some days are easier than others, but I really appreciate that this team gets into the grind. Everybody knew what yesterday was about. It's not even anything to talk about. There's nothing dramatic about it. It wasn't like it was a 3-hour training camp practice. It was just about getting solutions and trying to get this thing better. We did it for, a game, and we have to see if this can travel on the road now.
Erik, like 9 times out of 10, you play a team, you guys wave, the head coaches wave, and you go your separate ways, unless it's the last matchup of a season.
Yeah.
You see them again in 4 days. But what do you take away from these talks that you always seem to have with Pop, how he always wants to have that moment with you guys after a game? What do you take away from those moments?
It's respect of organizations. I feel like when I'm going to half court, I'm going on behalf of the Miami Heat and the Arison family, the Riley family, and everybody that works for the Miami Heat. We've been through, obviously, great history together in the finals, some incredible memories and some incredible pain both ways. And that respect will live on. It transcends seasons, and I'm sure that's probably a form of that for them as well. I wish the preseason game was like a purely gracious, but we have to think about them in a few days, which that's never a great thought for a head coach.
You got a few minutes in for Kelly tonight. Was that just because of injury, and what did you take away from his playing?
Yeah, it tweaked the rotation a little bit. We had to think about that with Tyler being out. I didn't want to extend our perimeters too much. So, I brought Duncan back in with that group, and that allowed us to play KO, and I thought it was good for him to be out there. He's been great, the last couple weeks while he's going through it. It's not easy for him. It shouldn't be easy for him. It doesn't mean that he's fully accepting it, and he shouldn't. Everybody should want to play, but he also has some experience now after being in this league, several years and being with us. These are long seasons, and we always say it at the beginning of the year, we're going to need everybody, at certain points during the season, and that always holds true. And so, regardless of what the rotation will be like next game, we're going to need KO going down the stretch, whatever role that may be. All right? No. Thank you.